So, there is some issues with the current setup that we have to fix. And I just made a really quick overview here, right? So every day, because I don't have the plans in place for the day, I end up postponing the filming until the plans are ready so that I have something to present. And then the setup is never really working, and it's kind of wonky. There's not this one over there. It's actually the biggest problem because that phone is used for other things, so I have to use it. And yeah, this is how I'm gonna address it. Primarily, all of this funnels out into some feelings related to having a need for having something to present. All of it can be addressed by just always recording at 7. I'm pretty sure I thought I had added that. Let's add that. Always record regardless of how prepared I am, actually. So this is just all of the things that we have to hang. Routine stations, that's the new concept. Tracking framework, tracking setup. Supplement framework still has to be created. Planning framework, that's for today. So here's the Sunday framework. This is what its Sunday should have looked like. Right? It's not how it's going to look like, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to skip I did take the extra sleep because I went to bed later. So MSOP, yeah, I started planning, wash clothes, bed linen, blah blah blah, plan week, blah blah blah. I think we're somewhere around here now, and I think the problem is there are so many things that has to be done today. So most of this, all of this, has to be skipped for this week. My biggest issue right now is to routine. No, I'm gonna keep that. We just added it as a rule. We don't need it anymore. So, another big issue is the increasing clutter, which the desk is a visual representation of how many decisions has to be made and how many concurrent projects are going on. But all of that is taking off half of the desk. So we have to create a decision board, and I have a pretty easy place in mind, a way that that can be handled. Create weekly plan is number 1 priority. Create context frames, that's kind of in relation to the decision board. How do we track mindset? This we can probably put off for later. Decisions to be made. I think we're not going to make any major decisions today. not reflect on all of them. We don't have the time. Though it would have been nice to do it together with the weekly goal setting. Adherence goals, minimum success rate, routine goals, mindset, that goes together with the weekly plan. Routine goals, weekly plan, code goals, weekly plan. Fill pill boxes. This is a thing we need to do today regardless, because otherwise it's one of those things that it costs time now, but I'm gonna save time over the next 3 weeks if I pre-filled all the boxes. Create new skin cream. This is also needed because I have issues with my skin, and I am creating my own cream to try to fix it. Cleaning, it's also something that we really can't put off, because it's like, again, cluttering up everything around oneself. Fold and arrange clothes. This would be nice. Yeah, we have to do it. This is again the same issue with pill boxes. If you don't have everything there, you're gonna spend additional time throughout the week. Fixed camera stand. This goes back to solving the problem. I think we have solved it for now. The quality of the video will just suffer for now until that is fixed. Cold plunge. This is something that has to be made because it optimizes my morning routine. I think it will save maybe 5 to 10 minutes a day. So it saves itself, but more importantly, it means that I won't have to. There's a lot of things related to it. Fix the aircon ducts. We'll put it on the side for now. Order at Amazon. We'll put it on the side. Order weekly food, something we can't get around. Construct frames. This one goes hand in hand with create the context frames, which goes together with the decision board. And luckily, somebody just threw out a massive glass plate. I think that's the one we're going to use for that. So I can hang that, I'm thinking, right here. Morning platform 3D prints. This is tricky because, no, that's not tricky. It's nice to have, not need to have. I have solved it by just drawing circles. This was day 4. This is my very basic day 5 framework. So those we're gonna hang like that, and then we will have a board for all of the frameworks. That's it. It is going to be a busy day because I already spent a bunch of time thinking about how I should plan the plans. And then I lost 90 minutes to sleeping extra because I went to bed later. But this would be the current priority list, including these. Now the problem is to prevent myself from burning out. we're gonna space out some of these. We're gonna sort them by most important, and then put in some of these. I know that this has to go towards the end of the day because it's something that distracts me immensely, having to do that. And now I've spent a lot of time thinking, planning, writing, thought process. So I think I will go to this next. And we'll go back to this one. We'll do these two at the same time. It goes hand in hand with the context frames. And then we're going to I think this is a lesser priority. This is also a lesser priority. The bigger priority is the code goals for next week. It's a longer one, so maybe we should chop it. We can do this. Very generic. We'll take it. I was about to say that this one, let's just forget about it, but I think it's an easy win. It'll be done in under 30 minutes. So it is a bit annoying that a lot of these things are not really moving the project forward except creating the foundation for the project, right? A lot of the code goals I can collect from the other room. So maybe it's going to take less time, but right now I have 9 hours. So I'll have to work effectively, and I think the way that I spaced these out is going to enable me to take less breaks and not burn out, because if I sit and just plan, eventually I will crash. But if I get myself to build something, it's different kind of behavior and allows me to work more effectively. All right, that's the plan for today. Let's just take it like this. Hey. The cost of having a budget that doesn't allow for new items is paid in wasted time.